the name Looking for Leaders, I think is thought-provoking in the first place.
Okay, so the organization targets the youth generally. So what are some of the challenges that the organization has tackled so far?
Are you open to support or encourage them?
Those who are into vocational training institutions also coming to have their attachment there. So how is it going so far? And collaborating with Concerned Youth of Kabile, Sanitation programs as well. Over the years, we've tackled Operation Free the Land.
Welcome to another chapter of Hustle Diaries. And today we have in our midst
Kabile Francis, and this is my Hustle Diary.
Welcome, Sir Francis.
Thank you very much, my brother.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very fine.
How's the hustle?
And everything is fine.
Okay. By grace, myself and my team, we are doing great.
That's fine.
Small growth, bit by bit. Just that they are not subscribing, but I'm sure they will. Would like you to introduce yourself.
Right. So my name is Kabile Francis, and I'm a teacher by profession.
Okay.
Yes, a mathematics teacher.
Wow.
From the University of Cape Coast, and I double as a country director for an NGO by name Looking for Leaders. Yes.
Oh, interestingly. So we said he's a teacher by profession and also the country director for Looking for Leaders. And today we want to talk about Looking for Leaders. We want to talk about that organization specifically. And for the sake of my viewers and my listeners, I would like you to talk more or throw more light about the organization Looking for Leaders.
Wow. Thank you very much, and thank you for having me here. And thank you to all listeners and viewers as well. So, Looking for Leaders is a non-profit organization, and which is based in the United States.
Okay.
But then we have an affiliation here in Ghana, of which I represent as a country director. And so, if I said something about country director for Looking for Leaders, that's the whole thing, and it's all about looking for leaders.
Okay. There are a whole lot of non-profitable organizations in Ghana, and they have different roles, or they play different roles in our communities and also in the country at large. So can you tell us what specifically does Looking for Leaders have to offer?
Okay, so the name Looking for Leaders, I think, is thought-provoking in the first place, because we have leaders. Why then are you looking for leaders?
Yeah.
So yes, so Looking for Leaders, as I said, is a non-profit organization, and it was established by the CEO is Alfredo Gonzalez, who is currently in the United States. But then he was here as a Peace Corps volunteer way back in 2016. Okay. And that is where the whole idea about creating an organization of this nature. Yes.
Mr. Francis, what inspired the formation of this organization?
Okay, so as I said earlier, the CEO is not from Ghana. It's not a native of Ghana, but then an American.
Okay.
So way back in 2016, he was here as a volunteer, Peace Corps volunteer. And through his encounter with students and also the community, the youth within his enclave, he got to realize that there is a need for an intervention even in the youth and also in schools as well. Yeah, so there are challenges that students basically in developing countries faces. That happens to be either material-wise or the psychological aspects that students need to know or get before entering even school or even furthering their education. So it happens that most students will start and along the line drop off. Not that the person wanted to end up that way, but then the challenges that came across made it so. So our main goal is to see to it that some of these challenges are addressed. So awareness is being created so that these students will be mindful and also know what the consequences of their actions are, and also those who don't have the materials to further are being helped with by the little we get from the organization. Yes.
Which people are the organization targeting or looking to help?
Okay, so the organization targets the youths generally, and also the little ones like the children and women in communities. Yes,
Okay.
so these three groups. Yeah.
So when you were making your first submission, which you were making reference to students with their lack of accessibility to some basic needs and other factors as well. Is it only students or people in a formal educational setting alone?
Right. So the students I'm talking about is not only limited to the formal setting, but then in the corporate world, the other aspect as well, being it those who are into vocational training, who are not going through the formal system, and they are learning it either at home or wherever they could be found. These are the people we get to target, and these are the people we are making some interventions for, so that some of the challenges can be addressed. I know going forward we will tackle the challenges.
When mention of some of the factors or some of the challenges these people are going through, so what are some of the challenges that the organization has tackled so far?
Okay, so we've tackled, when it comes to gender, so we've tackled gender issues in the society, either in the formal school setting and also in the community as well. You know, when it comes to the community, there are some of the works that we've channeled them to a particular gender, of which we have the view that it shouldn't be so, because sometimes the ones we stereotype are the ones that even when a particular gender goes into, it helps very much, but we tend to limit them by through the gender issues. So we educate the community, and also made them aware of the consequences of some of the stereotypes we do. And so we've organized gender programs in their community as well.
Okay.
And that is when it comes to gender. When it comes to health as well, we've tackled youth, the health of youth, and our main focus, even from 2024 till date, is on mental health awareness. And when we come to this part of our world, I think mental health has been one of the biggest challenge that the youths are facing. And so we've at least educated for more than 6,000 youth when it comes to mental health. And that is also about mental health. And when it comes to youth in leadership as well, we've had series of engagement with the youth when it comes to leadership. We've had three entrepreneurship trainings as well, of which we've educated the youths, and we are still doing it on job creation, and also how to become financially stable.
Okay, that's quite interesting. If my ear serves me right, been mentioned about health, education, empowerment, gender, entrepreneurship. Wow. So, what are some of the activities the organization has held in the past?
Okay, so from 2023 to date, we've had a lot of programs, and we've had programs in leadership training programs, and we've had health programs which we've held in schools and also in communities. And also we've had, so, and there's this current program that we are collaborating with Concerned Youth of Kabile, which is found in the Bruno region, that we are working on a fashion center.
Okay.
Yes, establishing a fashion center for the community. Yes. So far we've done a lot when it comes to leadership. We've had leadership training conferences
Yeah.
that we've held over the years. So we've had sanitation programs as well. Over the years, we've tackled Operation Free the Land, and that is basically about sensitizing the community, making them aware of the need to get rid of some materials that make the environment filthy and also destroys nature as well. So we've had health programs in various institutions as well and in communities where we work on mental health programs. So on the team Mind Matters, Breaking the Silence, which we educate we educate the youths the need to take or be mindful of their mental health and also work upon it as well. We've also worked on pre-tertiary education as well, which basically we target the transitional aspects of the youth, those going from the senior high to the uh, tertiary institutions, and those who are also going to the senior high from the junior high school.
Like as you girl, you guys have delved into a lot. I know if I give you the opportunity, you're going to go on and on and
A
on.
lot of them.
So because of our time, you've given us a brief of some of the events or some of the activities the organization has been in the past. We could mention of, you said, pre-tertiary education, mental health, sanitation, empowerment. Oh, wow, the organization is to actually a lot, and you guys are doing great. So in the submission, you made mention of the current project you guys are working on in Kabile, which you guys are collaborating with Kabile Concerned Youth.
Sure.
Tell us more about that project.
All right. So that is the fashion center, but it's a multi-purpose center, which the name comes with fashion center, but lot of activities. So that is a collaboration with Concerned Youth of Kabile.
Okay.
And you know, as I was saying, we've had so many vocational programs that we've done, but then looking at the impact it's making on the youth, some get to listen and some are chasing their career based on what they know and what they've got to realize what they can do. And through this, most of the youths, some of them are going into. So this is a fashion center, and it's a huge. It comes with a lot of things, even as a fashion center, and we got to collaborate with concerned youths, because most of the youths in the surrounding and neighboring communities are into fashion, but there's a challenge, and the challenge has to do with how to establish him or herself after going through the 3 years or the 4 years fashion program. So mostly, at least 90% of those who graduate within a year come back to the house and still remain unemployed, because the items or the needed materials to start with are not there. And so we, in collaboration with Concerned Youth of Kabile, went to address this challenge by establishing a center which will serve the community and also the youth who are into fashion, um, helping them with the materials and with the tools they need to establish themselves within a confined zone.
So if I heard you right,
Yeah.
you are trying to solve the challenges people who go into skill training, especially in the fashion space, faces after acquiring the knowledge and the skills and being unable to establish themselves or getting the needed materials or equipment or tools to start their fashion business.
Yes.
Quite exactly. Oh wow, that's a very touching topic, because our leaders, including a lot of people in Ghana, always advise the youth to go into skill training and skill acquisition. But after they've learned the skill, getting the capital or the tools or the needed support to start becomes a big challenge. And that is a sensitive topic most people are not talking about. And that needs to be addressed. And thank you very much for addressing such a topic or such a field most people are not paying attention to. So how is it going so far?
Okay, so right now, after identifying the challenge, we needed to make or take a step, and collaborating with Concerned Youth of Kabile. We consulted Nananum of Kabile, and so they also saw it a vision that would help the community, even the youth. And so there was a building that has been abandoned for about 10 years now, which was started by a Peace Corps volunteer in collaboration with the Nananum. Okay, yes. And today, as I speak, the project is there, but then it's not been in use. So it's roughly about 50% done. But then the leaders of the town decided to give it out for us to use it for the purpose of the fashion center. Said that it helps the youths of Kabile and its surroundings.
Okay.
Yes. Most importantly, the women. Yeah.
You were in a community, you saw a problem, you collaborated, and now you're finding a solution to it. You said the project is about 50% or 40% done. Which aspects of fashion?
Okay. So
Fashion is a broad it's a broad field.
exactly.
Yeah, it's a broad sector.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then we are targeting at least two of them. That's we have the hairdressers and also the seamstresses.
Okay.
Yes. So those who are into sewing and also those who are into hair making and also other beauticians as the makeup artists.
What are going to be the benefits if this project is completed?
Okay, so the benefits are basically the project employs directly at least 40 people. Yes.
Okay.
That's the first phase. And then communities nearby can come. We have STEM schools and other institutions can come in to have a hands-on experience by learning some of the things that we have in the fashion center. Those who are into vocational training institutions can also come in to have their attachment there, where they get a hands-on experience of the center. And also what we are planning to do is that the whole place will be a Wi-Fi free zone, that even the people working there can access internet whilst they are doing their research.
Okay, interesting. So, how is the support from the community and then the individuals towards this project or towards this going so far?
The whole vision has been made clear to the community.
Okay.
And it sounds very good in everybody's ear. So all the the youth and then the opinion leaders in the community are coming out supporting the project very well. Recently, the place was very bushy, but when we call for the youth to help us clear, it will marvel you how they came in their numbers, supporting the idea of creating such a facility, which helps reduce the number of unemployed graduates and also unemployed people who are within the community.
Okay.
So physically, some are supporting with their strength, and also in terms of material wise, those who have cement are bringing it out, and those who have even physical are also supporting, so that the project is completed.
Okay, so before this project can come to fruition or can be completed, I know you need a whole lot of support, and you made mention people have started supporting, but I'm sure the support as of now is not yet enough, because since we are talking about 30-40% till completion, meaning there's a whole lot to be done. So, are you open for support? Oh, are you can or you can carry it alone?
Oh, sure. So, with the project, it's a huge one.
Yeah.
And I must say, this is one of the huge projects that we've entered into since we established this organization.
Okay.
So checking the financial muscle, in fact, we need financial support. And also in material wise, when you check the building, it comes with 2 big halls and also other demarcations within, of which when we go into details, we are having roughly 30 sewing machines and also a learning center where these people can go and also have either e-learning programs, have programs learn online and other stuff. So we need uh, computers and also the sewing machines. We are looking for sewing machines, computers, and also screens to help teach some of some of the things I learn online. So some learn through visual aspect. So we are targeting these ones for them to be able to train others.
What are the means through which people can support you, or what are the kinds of support you are seeking for?
Okay. So we have a GoFundMe link that we are raising funds through GoFundMe. That link will be given to you. And also our office, which is found in the Bono region, Kabile, is open for material wise, those who have the materials. When you contact us, we'll come for the materials. And also we have so you can support us through our GoFundMe link, yes, which is displayed on the screen. Also in a bank, GCB Bank, which the account has also been displayed on our screens as well. So yes, or if any of these methods doesn't work, you can reach out to us and we'll come either in material wise or any form. We'll pick it up and support the project as well. Yes, so you can contact personally myself on 055-204-2503, and also the programs manager's number will be displayed right on your screen, so that in case of anything you can reach out to us whilst we.
And what are some of your social media handles?
Okay, so our website is lookingforleaders.us, and also you can reach out to us on Looking for Leaders Facebook, Looking for Leaders LinkedIn, and other social media platforms using Looking for Leaders.
Okay, so if you're an entity or an organization out there trying to support this particular project, or you are in the business of helping the youth or helping the community, please, this is an opportunity for you to help impact a life that life which is also going to impact the life of others as well in the community. The future of our youth is in your hands. So please support through all these means and channels that has been provided on your screen. Please, let's help bring this project into fruition so that the project can also serve the community and also the communities nearby. And this will solve the unemployment we are all crying about. This is going to solve part of it for some people, which is going to create jobs for also the future youth in the community. So please reach out to them on their social media handles, and the accounts through which you can also donate are also on your screen. Thank you for paying attention to this chapter of Hustle Diaries. Mr. Francis, thank you very much for availing yourself for this chapter of Hustle Diaries.
Okay, so thank you very much for having me. We really appreciate the opportunity, and we'll also keep you updated on whatever goes on in the course of making the fashion center or bringing it into existence. And so thank you very much.
Okay.
My name is Kwame Francis. This is the end of my diary. Thank you.
If you've watched the diary to this point, please do all to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next chapter of Hustle Diaries.